So this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of January 2019, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far and also a good year. So let's see what is in store for you for January next year. So let's get started. So as always, we already pre-shuffled the card for you prior to the reading. So let's see what is going on for you for the month. So the beginning of the month or present position of your spread, you have this Four of Spade. So the Four of Spade here indicates that you might have some kind of a temporary positions or like condition that you may have to wait for the decisions. Maybe if you have gone through several different interviews or like even like a job offer kind of things, you might have to wait for the final offer. You may have already like done the negotiation process or even like a final interview process, but you haven't got the final decision that you needed the most in the end from the company. Other than that, if you are not planning to change career or finding a new jobs, it's just like as simple as like a waiting period, like after the holiday, you may not like getting some kind of like a very meaningful things that are going on, I suppose, and that can be like normal, like after holiday, especially New Year holiday. There can be something that you may have to wait, like until people are going back to their workplace after the holiday. So the next card that you have representing the influence cards or the bridge cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Seven of Clubs. I think towards the middle of the month you may get some kind of oppositions or like disagreements with some of the your work colleagues or the people around you. It can be your partner, or it can also be your parents or friends also. It doesn't always have to be in your workplace, but most of you, this can be correlated with that. So this can also be like if you have some kind of decisions that you also have to make. Maybe you get a lot of oppositions challenging your decisions or challenging your ideas, especially if you are getting several different offers, for instance, towards the middle of the month. You may get a lot of challenges, or like people are asking you, are you sure you want to do that, for the next few years, or are you sure you want to work for that company, those type of questions. But I do not see it like a very negative kind of discussions. I think it's very light. I don't see it like something that is really like a judgmental kind of opinions, from people around you. I think they are supporting you in some way, in some regards, but you just have to, like convince them that this is the best decision that you can do for yourself and for your future. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have the Three of Clubs. It's very positive card and also very interesting. You get the 3 to 4. That means that you are considering there is a forward movement in your career life, especially in your creative endeavor, so to say. You have got like a lot of different errands that are going on. It's not only like your full-time jobs, it can also be related to your side job or freelance or part-time jobs that you may have. There can be something that are very beneficial for you. So it doesn't always have to be a very like something new. It can also be something that you have done in the past that you want to revive it, and that can be very the things that you do it the most. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the Six of Clubs. sorry, the Six of Hearts. So this card actually indicates that uh, you may learn a lot from the people around you from the past, like past lovers or past friends or past co-worker that you may have acquainted with, like from the past, and they are coming back. Maybe you met them on the street, or you met them online, or you met them on social media and things like that. You may just like chatting with them and asking them what they are up to, what do they wanted to do, and those type of things. And that can be something that you are considering yourself as somebody that you are, like you can be very cheerful also, and you learn a lot from them how to be who you are. Like sometimes people are just don't know that this is something that they actually are. Maybe you are pretending to be somebody else in the past, those type of things. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of, you have the King of Spades. So there was there was a person in your life, possibly from the air sign male, the age of 35 to 40. So he can be your spouse, or he can also be your ex lovers, or your ex employer in some way. Then he is also very analytic, and he's very like sharp thinking. He can easily know what you are up to. He can find whatever things that you say that you are hiding from him in some way, actually. So he can find the truth very easily. So let's say if you are trying to hide something from him, when you talk to him, he can possibly guess that you are just lying to him. So actually he might have to leave your life. Maybe he got a new job somewhere, or he might be getting promoted, like changing locations, changing divisions, and you may not be able to meet him anymore, or vice versa. You might be the one that are getting promoted or changing locations, so that you may not meet him anymore. So the next card that you have representing the future cards towards the end of the month, you have this Nine of Spades. So this Nine of Spades, actually, you are worrying about things that will happen towards the future, and this is something that is normal. Some people, are worrying about their future, but the things that you may have to be really considering or concerned about is the one that you are doing right now, because whatever action that you are having or you are doing right now, it will always impact your future. So let's clarify this card. I do not want it to be very negative for you. So let's draw several different cards here. So there is a truth being revealed to you with regards to this that may strike you at heart, related to your career here. This can also be related to your investment. So your investment in the past, or like something that you have done in the past. Maybe if you are like putting your money into stock markets, or putting your money into like investments that are not paying off, because there is a Five of Hearts here. So that makes you feel unbalanced, and you're feeling like lost in some way, and that can be something that are making you worry about. So I do not see it as job security here. I do not see that. It just looks like it's more into your investment. So be mindful on any investment that you make, that you have made as well in the past, and yeah, just start and just pause it for a moment, and try to find a better, the reason why you do that, or the reason why you do what you do, and the reason why you invested your money as well. That can be also the things that is important here. So lastly here, as a clarifying card, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Hearts. So it's not too bad, I would say. So you will certainly will get the things that you want, as long as you do your work. So as long as you do your part, don't get swayed into negative behavior or worrying too much on the things that not yet happen. So by that time you will find out that actually everything will turn out to be better than you expect it to be. So try to be positive here and be practical. I know it's hard to do sometimes, especially when you do have like an emotional news coming out, and it can be very stressful as well. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe. And if you want to send your donations, you can do it via PayPal on the email of this video. And wishing you a happy new year 2019, and see you next month. Thank you.